Alright, hi folks. I'm going to give you a tour of your 2018 Oregon Bee Atlas Volunteer Reference Collections. So all of our groups are going to get one. There's about 12 groups, and we're going to send some with our regional instructors like Rich and Joe and Sarah, and then we'll maintain a couple for use in the different BID gatherings, like the one we just had at OSU on the last Saturday in July. So this is it. There are around 150 specimens in each box, and you have quite a few genera and around 40 species. All of these bees are identified to species level. For lots of the different species represented, for example, this is a female Megachile nevadensis, and this is the male that goes with it. And so that's true for all of these groups. A lot of your species that are in here will have a male and a female representative. So when you're dutifully trying to identify your bees at home, the value in having a reference collection is so that when you're working through a key, whether it's the generic key or the bumblebee field guide or a species level key to, say, Agapostemon or Halictus, for example, as you work through those keys and you get onto these challenging couplets, what you can do is use your reference material. You may not know which bee you have in hand, but you'll at least have many different examples here of characters where you'll know that I'm not sure if this is a hoplitis or an osmia, and you're trying to look at the parapsidal line. Well, here you go. You have a hoplitis and an osmia right here, so you can, and actually you have about 10 species of osmia here. So you'll have lots of examples to help you with those different characters. And that's the primary value. And then of course, once you get to some sort of answer, because this represents a lot of the common species you'll encounter, often your common bees will have a voucher in here for that species, whether it's a male Bombus fervidus or whether it's a worker Bombus huntii. There's a lot of different material in here to use as reference. Some things not to do are to take your bee, try and line it up with one of the ones in the box, and then say, oh, that's what it is. Because this represents far less than 10% of the state fauna, and so it's not going to work like that. I think that's about it. I hope you get lots of good use out of these, and enjoy.
I have one question for everybody. Can remind us again the first steps. Now, when people have their bees and they've got their labels on them, what do they do before they get to like even opening up the key?
So really the first step, if you have your box full of random bees from all your travels, the first thing to do once they're all properly labeled is to just sort them by morphospecies. So I think these are all the bumblebees. I think these are all the Megachilidae family bees. Or if you're not certain, which family they're in, you just put like with like and sort them out to the things you think are all the same. Then you can sex them by counting the abdominal tergites or the antennal segments, or by looking for a scopa or pollen collecting apparatus. And then from there you can probably work through the generic level key to sort your bees down to genus.
Fantastic.
And those are good basic steps.
Have a great time in Canada. We'll see you in the winter.
See you later.